what's up? So I know it's a little bit late, but I am going to introduce another farming strategy for those of you that are getting a little bit bored with, the Legion or the Harvest. Try something else. This is another thing if you have not tried, another strategy, okay? So what we're going to do here is we are farming Breach, and exactly what we will be farming is Chayula Splinters, okay? I'll just break it down very quickly for you. The pros is you are probably gonna earn 5 times of your cost. I think around their average, alright? The cons is you gotta pick up a lot of stuff. You gotta pick up all of the Chayuda splinters, including like single one of them or just times one of it. However, you gotta remember or keep in mind that every splinter is probably going to give you like at least 0.5 to 1 chaos. Okay, so it's still decent and it's still good. Okay, so this strategy involves a very low investment, minimalistic kind of strategy, whereby I am only going to use 2 compass and 1 gilded scarab. Okay, maybe the rest is just sacrifice fragments and your map. Okay, that's all. If you know me well enough, you probably know that I don't really like to super juice up my maps. It's kind of troublesome, and when you do very juice maps, it takes a lot of time. Right. So I don't care or whatever you have heard from all the other content creators. This video is here to prove to you that Breach is good. Okay, Breach is really good. I know like some of the content creators they are saying like Breach is bad with the new changes. Some are saying Breach is decent with the new changes, so and that. I don't care, whatever. Okay, just watch how much is my profits and my cost for this strategy, and you will see results. Alright, let's go. I'll bring you through the video. So I'll just introduce roughly on this strategy. I'll show you the skill tree, why I take so and so, and after that I'll show you gameplays of how is it, and to end it off I'll show you how much profit I have earned from this whole strategy in one cycle. Right, let's go. Okay, and first up, I am going to show you whatever that is on my Google spreadsheet, so you can look it up at the description below. Make sure to click on the link for my PoE notebook, okay? And you can scroll down the Google spreadsheet under this tab where it's my various farming strategies. Under the breach here, you can see I have explained like the strategy introduction, what do we profit from, map preparations, and any other stuff to take note, plus some average estimated details on this strategy, like profit per map, map sustain, whether is it good or not, stuff like that. Okay, so I will not I will not read everything or go through every single one. And quick one is what we're gonna do on the map will be breach, of course, harbinger, and just altars. Just these three, very simple and straightforward. And the strategy introduction is here. All right. Basically what is happening this league is the breach hands now scale with quantity. Okay, so we want to try and maximize as much quantity as possible. At the same time, we also want to try to improve the pack size, because pack size scales with breach, and if you have more rare monsters, more magic monsters, means you kind of like get more chance to get those single and double splinters as well. Okay, but the main profit, right, is actually the breach hands. The breach hands is the one that is giving you so much Chayula splinters. Okay, rare monsters of course drop additional splinters. And that's the hands are the whole reason why we're gonna use Gilded Breach Scarab, because Gilded Breach Scarab will double the amount of splinters dropped by the hands. Okay, there is no such modifier on the compass, only the Gilded Breach Scarab has that. And we are going to utilize the compass, right, to guarantee that all the breach are Chayula, because the Chayula is the most valuable among all the breaches, and additional breach from the compass. Okay, that one will be very cheap. Chayula compass is probably about 15 to 20C. Alright, at this point I'm making the video. So yeah, the prices might vary, so you really gotta adjust yourself. Alright, see how it goes. Not every single time it will be like super perfect and nice. Okay, and next, map of choice, I will leave it to you. Some of you guys might actually want to farm some other maps, but I would say cemetery map is kind of like the best now, because it drops the brother's gift, which gives you divine. If you are unlucky, you will get Brother's Stash, which give you Exalted Orb, but still good. Okay, and the map is wide. Okay, the whole point is you need to use a map that is wide. Wide as in enough space for the breach to release, and you can kill them fast or more than enough to actually get the splinters. Alright. Of course, the wider it is, the more hands you will actually open up, and that also means more splinters you will get. Right. Also, you actually want to try to get the duplicate divination card and increase quantity from the altars, right? So this not only increases the amount of splinters, but this also increases your chance of getting Brother's Gift from your map. Okay, I mean, not only Brother's Gift, but yeah, every other thing counts as well. So just stacking the increased con and stuff like that is gonna profit you, give you a lot of profits. However, if you're gonna take all of the altars for players, the player reward options, it is going to be very rippy and very painful for you to handle. Okay, and so not all characters are able to handle it. I will leave this to yourself, to you guys to, you know, make a decision whether you want to do Searing Exarch or Eternal World. But if you are able to handle the player option, I will suggest to go for Eternal World. Otherwise, just go Searing Exarch. Alright, just go Searing Exarch, and you won't take the player option every single time. It won't go wrong. Okay, so next will be what do we profit from? Alright, literally bridgestones. Okay, this is your main bread and butter of the profit. You'll basically get an average of about 3 bridgestones per format. And when I say 3 bridgestone, I don't mean like you pick up the whole bridgestone. It is actually accumulated from the amount of Chayula splinters that you pick up. So every 100 splinters, you'll get 1 bridgestone, and 1 bridgestone is gonna give you like 55 to 60 C. Okay, so you can roughly count the cost already. The cost of this strategy is like about 30 C for every 4 map. Yeah, 30 C for every 4 map. Okay, maybe slightly more. Maybe 35 to 40 C, okay? Somewhere around there. I didn't really do the exact maths, but I'll show you later from the profit once I have calculated it. Okay, so it's like, as long as you get 1 bridgestone, right, out of the 4 maps, you basically have covered the cost. Anything other than that is profit. Okay, and Eldritch altars, of course, SC altars will gonna give you more stable currencies, while Eternal World is gonna give you more monsters in your map as well as con. Harbinger, you don't really profit much from here, but you know, these contents are just giving you a lot of monsters for your maps. Generally, as usual, factoring shard drop is just awesome. It's a bonus. Okay, so map preparation, I will go through this in the next portion, and just additional things to take note, alright, below. Please, whenever you do this strategy, always prioritize to open up the breach hands and the breach boss hand especially, okay? Whenever you pop a breach in your map, you always have to look out for the breach boss hands. Okay, they give the most number of splinters, and if you want to look for the trade links, I did include them over below. You can just click and buy your stuff in bulk. Okay, next up is the skill tree. I'm going to go through a quick one. So this is how the skill tree will look like. I know it's a bit weird because usually we'll go up in the center, right? But I've calculated, and this is like the best scenario or the tree that you can kind of reduce to, and it gives a lesser amount of skill points needed. Okay, so the starting is still the same, alright, just that you do not go to the center, you actually go to the side, and it costs lesser, because the whole reason, right, is because we have to go over here to take all of these breach nodes. Alright, you want to open up breach because you're gonna have a lot of chance to spawn the third breach, which is going to benefit from this strategy. Alright, so one is guaranteed from the compass, one is guaranteed from the Gilded Scarab, and the last one is a natural breach spawn, which you might miss sometime, but it is okay. It is literally free. Okay, so I will say about every 4 maps you would, okay, every 4 maps, 3 maps you'll probably encounter 3 breaches, and 1 map you encounter 2 breach. Alright, that's like the average. Okay, so this is how it goes, and then you go up all the way, and you just want to take this small little map here because you need to contain the boss, like Chayula boss. However, I gotta let you know first, the Chayula splinters that drop from the boss is kind of pathetic, but it is better than nothing. Okay, it still drops about at least 5. Alright, and over here, I am not taking this because we don't really need this, or we don't even want this at all. Okay, we are not focusing on Sesh Ura or whatever that name is. We're just focusing on Chayula, and not taking this is because we are not focusing a lot on the bridge monsters as well. Our main bread and butter profit is literally from the bridge hands. Okay, so that's why I did not take this small note, which increased quantity of bridge splinters dropped by bridge monsters. Right, and we're just going to scroll, go up here and take the full quant circle because we are literally going to scale with quantity. Okay, and just this one small note because there's really nothing much to pump anymore. Okay, if you have 132 points, then by all means you can pump 2, or you can even pump to Harbinger if you really want to. Okay, and you just go on the right side here to take all of these bridge nodes. Okay, look, even this 8% increased quantity of bridge splinters found in bridge hands is important because, like I say, we're going to scale with bridge. Okay, so the only thing you can change, right, or I would advise if you want to change, is over here. I've actually taken heavy bridge, which gives you bridge in your maps open and close 30% slower. Why? It's because even though it opens and closes slower, it is good because you are trying to utilize the full duration of how much hands you can open in a wide area. Okay, like even if I were to take this, bridges in your maps open and close 10% faster, can you guarantee me that you can open all of the hands if it's going to open so much faster and lesser? Like, even if you are a super mapper, okay, let's just say even if you are a super mapper, you clear things from a distance, you will not be able to open the hands because you have to go and click on the hands. Or even if you are a caster build with the caster mastery, you still have to be near the hands. Okay, so it is not really possible or not efficient that you're trying to rush every single breach and open up the hands, and that's why hence I prefer to take heavy breach. Okay, yes, it increases the amount of time you need per map, but it also maximizes the amount of profits you make per map. Okay, the next is just over here, taking all the bridge nodes, and over here increasing the density, but same. I did not take increased quantity of bridge splinters dropped by bridge monsters in your map. If you really want to, you can just give up like all of these small nodes to take these two as well. Okay, it's really up to you. And for Searing as such is just scaling on the left side. For Eater of World, this is okay. Sorry, let me zoom in. So for Eater of World, it is slightly different because we are gonna scale with here also, right? So literally you have two more less points. You have two more points, and that is why we're just gonna take over here. Okay, we're just gonna take over here, which is really good. Okay, just increase more quantity. Oh, sorry, additional 1 point only. My bad. So just additional 1 more point. Otherwise, like I say, if you don't really like, you can just take all of the 10% increase quantity to hands if you really want it. But yeah, personal preference. Honestly, there's no right or wrong over here. In the end, it's still part of RNG. Who knows, you might take this small note, and this 1% can actually give you brother's gift. Alright. Okay, so this is the only thing you can play around. And here is what you need for the preparations. Alright, my map of choice will be cemetery map. You can actually do this on any map, but somewhere where it is wide would be the ideal location. So stuff like Jungle Valley, Strand is also okay. Jungle Valley is good because your altars will have Eldritch minion and players only. Cemetery because it's very popular. This stick because of Brothers Gift. Yeah, I think Gift was the one. Sorry, I have not get a single one. So yeah, the card that gives 5 divination orbs, right? So yeah, map choice will be Cemetery, and you want to make your map on white. Okay, once white, just apply 4 Chaisa on it to have item quantity and quality 20%. Okay, and then just slap in a Orb of Alchemy to make sure you have at least monster pack size 20%. Okay, with the mods you are not able to do. So if it is not 20%, then change it and reroll with another Orb of Alchemy. Okay, so you can see here it's 90% again. I'm going to reroll it once more. Hopefully I can get it this time. Yep, there we go. So at least 20%. why we don't really have to care about item quantity is because when you have monster pack size of at least 20%, your item quantity is going to be at least 70%. Okay, so yeah, ideally you want to have more than 70% quantity, but just having the monster pack size of 20% will give you at least a 70% item quantity. Okay, so this is for your maps, and put in 3 of the sacrifice fragments. Alright, sacrifice at dusk, noon, dawn, and the last one you need is gilded breach scarab. Okay, this is the thing that makes money, that makes currency and drops currency for you, because you're gonna be collecting a lot of Chayula splinters. Okay, and why do we want gilded breach scarabs? Because of the last line. Okay, breach hands in area drop double breach splinters. So now, right, because the breach scales with quantity, the hands, you're gonna get at least like maybe 6 minimum. I've seen 6, maximum I've seen 18. Okay, that's really a lot. 18 splinters. So 9 splinters, right, and then you double it up, it will be 18. Okay, and the compass we're gonna use additional breach. This costs about 60, and breaches in your maps belong to Chayula. This costs about 15 to 20 C each. Right, that's for your preparation. And once you are done, throw in your map and your fragments and scarabs. Make sure you click fortune favor the brave, right? Click saving as such and just go. Alright guys, this is how I have been doing my maps. Alright, I'm gonna take you one round to show you how it feels. So basically I will just walk along the corners. If I've seen any breach, usually I'll try to stop or activate the Eater of World first. Okay, so that I can have any altar, and if I happen to see any of the breach nearby, I will actually just pop it straight away because I don't really want to backtrack. Okay, so this is our first breach. Okay, and I will just keep going in circles round and round. If you see any chest, ooh, Chayula is here. So Chayula doesn't really drop much splinters now. Okay, it is the hands that is gonna give you like the real profit. So you've got to be really observant on where is the hands. Okay, the hands is the one that is really gonna give you the good profit. So you can see I am very focused on the hand. I'm just trying to look out for the hands, and because I'm playing a caster build, so the hands are automatically open. Okay, so this is just one breach. Okay, I'm just going to pick all of them up, and you can see afterwards how much I get in total. Like the normal claps hands, you can easily get like 1 to 2 each. I think there's still some on top. Yep, 1, 5, and we're done. So one breach is gonna give you like about 33. Okay, I'm gonna go with the left side first. Yeah, I just walk along the walls. There's another breach here, so I'm just gonna pop it and kill it. I don't really want to backtrack, like I said, because there's really too much of a waste of time if I actually just go back over and over again. Okay, I think we should be more or less done. Okay, this is the second breach. There isn't really a lot. I think there's like very little hands for the second breach, so not every single time you will get 2 boss breach hands. Okay, it is not definite. Okay, so the second one we only got like 24. Okay, so if you have 3 breach in one map, technically you should get about 80 to 90 breach splinters. Okay, on average. Okay, Necromancer circle. Oh, Wait a minute, this has value. So yeah, it's actually pretty annoying to find a boss room for cemetery. So usually I don't really care, but if I'm near the boss room, I'll just kill it instantly. Alright, and the rest of the altars will actually be Eldritch minions only, right? Are we done? Yeah, we're done. Oscari. Okay, and now that I am done with one side, I have to go over to the right. So cemetery actually has many different various layouts. I have actually tried to record and see if there is a way to determine where is the boss, but unfortunately there is just way too many layouts and it's hard to identify which way is the boss. Okay, so my real own opinion is yeah, just go through the corner or the walls of the map, just walk at the sideways and just hope you can find a boss quick enough. Oh look, I got 4 fracturing shards, not bad. Okay, and this is our third breach. Let's just pop it. Chayula. Yeah, the clap hands is just popping off very quickly because I have the mastery. Oh, sometimes you gotta see the minimap, okay? Because Chayula will spawn and there's like a heart sign. I wouldn't say a heart sign, but there will be a icon indicator to show Chayula has spawned on the map. So you got to be slightly observant when you actually do it. Okay, I think that's all. 2, 6, 1, 2, 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this round, right, I got like 1 full Chayula Bridgestone. Okay, let me just pick them all up to double confirm first. Anyway, it's the last thing already. Okay, pick this up. Okay, I don't have 1 full, but nearly full, alright? So on average, you should get about 80 to 94 per map. And this is easily, let's say, near 55C, just for this. Okay, easily you will profit already from 1 map. And this is not taking into account for all the other stuff like your altars or essence or any of the other drops from your hobby drops also, right?
Right, so first of all, when you are in cemetery, I will usually just pick a side of the wall and just move with it, okay? The issue with symmetry is there are tons and tons of different layouts, and that's where it's really hard to determine where the boss is. So we can't really focus on minion eldritch altars over here. And what I'll recommend is just go or move along the sides of the wall. Eventually you see the boss arena like this. Okay, so when you move accordingly, if you see the boss arena, then good, just go in and kill him. Right, kill him and get out. And for me, if I were to see a breach, I will just pop it straight away because I don't really want to backtrack or stack up the quant first before I come back and do it. It's quite troublesome and annoying. Right, so usually I'll just pop it. To me, there really isn't much of a difference. I think it's fine. You just pop it. Okay, and remember when you pop the breach, right, you got to click the hands as much as possible, okay? Because the real money making profit, right, actually comes from the clap hand. Okay, the boss hand, the clap hand, whatever hand there is, just burn it up. Okay, I'm gonna pop the second bridge, which is over here. Okay, this is the second bridge. So on average, right, you should have about 3 bridge hands. Okay, on average, but sometimes you might get 2 because the third one is purely by chance. Okay, so don't be alarmed if you actually get only 2 bridge hands. It happens. and if you get 2 breach hands, then so be it. You should get about 50 splinters per breach hand. As in 50 splinters if you have 2 breaches, okay? But if you have 3, technically you should get about 80 to 90 splinters. Okay, so oh, actually I previously had 47. Never mind, I'll just count it again. Alright, I'm gonna pick up all the splinters. Yeah, the annoying or the troublesome part about this strategy is literally just picking up all the splinters. There's lots of picking to do, but hey, this is a good profit, right? So can't complain. And yeah, if you're doing Legion, you are also probably doing a lot of clicking. So it's kind of like the same thing. Okay, Chayula, Splinter. There are a lot of things to pick up. Okay, I'm done with one side. I'll just clear the rest of them. Make sure there are no monsters at the corner. And then, yeah, as usual, I'll just move along the side of the walls. Like, just like that, yeah. It's really very simple. There's a breach hanging over there. Okay, I'll just swap it. This is the 3rd breach, okay? This should be the last breach. Unless you activated the... Unless you manage to activate the... What's that? The passives on the skill tree, where if you have chance to have additional breach if... I can't remember exactly how many more breaches you have, but yeah, there is a chance for you to encounter. Usually you encounter it like once or twice every 28 times. Every 28 maps. So it's like once every cycle. Yep, somewhere around there. Okay, we didn't get a lot of splinters for this one. Yeah, not every single time or moment you actually get like a lot of splinters. Okay, you gotta bear in mind that ultimately it still comes to RNG on your splinter drops, but you should get a consistent amount after 28 maps. Okay, and wow, this is the first this is the first outcome I've seen in this map. It's quite sad. Okay, let me finish up the rest of the map first. So if you are doing in cemetery, right, the profits is not extremely rewarding. Okay, I'm done. So I previously had 47, now I have 17. So if I were to count backwards, plus 1 breach stone, right? So if I were to count backwards, I have 70 splinters this map. This is on the low side. Okay, this is on the low side. On average, you should have about 80 to 90 per map. Right, and this is just what you get. One Chayla Bridgestone is about 55 to 60 C. Yeah, so the profits is very visible if you are doing this strategy. And this is just counting the bridge. We have not even count the rest of the currency for the maps like altar farming and the others.
And I have completed all 28 maps, which is one full cycle. Now I'm going to show you what I have actually gotten from them. So first up is I'm going to show you like this is all of the maps I've got in return. It is way over sustaining, so 28 maps is just right roughly over here. Okay, everything else after here is just additional. So guys, no excuses to tell me you cannot sustain a map. Okay, I would not believe it. Okay, next is currency loots. Okay, so this is just I've like filtered it out. So alterations, fusing, all of this I've taken out, and I've only put in all of these items which are more or less, I would say, valuable. Okay, this is from Harbinger, right? But I didn't include this too because it's very RNG based. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't get it. So I only included Ancient Knob and Orb Annulment. Okay, and I got one Brother Stash. Very sad actually because it's not Brother's Gift. Okay, Brother Stash and Brother's Gift is just very RNG based. I wouldn't count it into my main profit, so I will just put this aside. and of course your invitations once you complete 28 cycles, and this is the whole part of the profit. Okay, sometimes you might encounter harvest, and I will go in to have a look if there is like yellow plants. Okay, if there's yellow plants, I'll do it, the rest I'll just ignore. Okay, so I did like maybe about 3 to 4 harvests. All right, 3 to 4 hours, and I've got this much. I would say this is like about 50C. Okay, and the scarabs are very how do I put it? It's still very RNG, so I did not include it also, but this is all the scarabs I got. And this is the amount of Chayula bridgestones I have gotten in 28 maps. Okay, total there is 23 over here, so that's a 5, 10, 15, 20, and 3. Okay, 23 Chayula bridgestones. Okay, in all 28 maps. I think I could have gotten more, but I actually died like twice um, during 2 or 3 of the bridge openings, and that was a little bit unfortunate. So I could have gotten one more Chayula bridgestone, but hey, it's fine. Okay, it's totally fine. And here, now I'm going to share with you the overall profit that I have counted. Okay, a very quick one. So profit, this is the setup cost. China Compass is, okay, it's not 28C each. Okay, I think it's way cheaper now. Let me just do a quick check. Bridge no, bridge in areas contain belong to Chayula. Let me just check how much is it. Yeah, it's like 20C right now. Oops, I'm sorry. So it's like 20C right now. Okay, so it's really very cheap. Okay, it's really very cheap. And the bridge additional bridge jumpers cost 60 each. Right, your gilded bridge scarab, I'm just gonna list it. It's fluctuating really very aggressively, so it's between like 4 to 6 chaos each. I'm just gonna put it at 5 for average. And we are using Fortune Favor the Brave. So on average, right, our total setup cost is only 1.8 div. Okay, it's really very cheap. Alright, and this is what we got. I've calculated all of this. I did not include the yellow life. Okay, so if I want to include yellow life force inside, alright, in general, I'm just gonna put 50C. Okay, cause we have about 1,500, so it's nearly around 50C. Alright, average out. And yeah, Awaken, Sexton, Chaos Orb, Ancient Orb, or Annulment. I did not count in the shards. Incantation, Invitation, Grand Algae Chamber, Greater Algae Chamber. Yeah, I total got a 683 chaos. Okay, and breach is around 55 to 60. Okay, depending on market situations. As of now, it's around 55 to 60 each. The previous time I sold at a buck of 58C each, and they just got wiped very quickly. And yeah, you can see 1 is a lot, so 4 is about 1 div. Okay, that's a lot right here. Right, so it's like total of 1,265C. Okay, if I were to put these two together, okay, my total profit will actually be 1,940. Okay, but if I were to minus off the cost, my cost setup, I would have profit 7 divine just by doing bridge. 7 divine. Okay, right, so it's actually really very good and very underestimated. However, one thing I want to take note is, I want you guys to take note is, I don't think everybody will enjoy it because there is a lot of picking up. Okay, so you gotta pick up even like single splinters for Chayula for this to really to see the real profits. Alright guys, right. So that's the ending of my bridge guide strategy. Now I just want to say a few last things. I think bridge is a very underestimated strategy, whereby the first impression to people is, gosh, I gotta pick up tons of splinters, it's annoying. Okay, that's the first impression. The second impression is bridge kind of sucks because, you know, the bridge stones don't really sell a lot, and like, how much bridge stones can you actually get from one cycle? Right, that's the second impression. Alright, the third impression is, I get from many others, is when I open up a bridge, I always have to rush everything and kill. Okay, sorry guys, that's not true. If you are using heavy bridge like me and you see my gameplay, I am doing it really very smoothly. I'm taking my time. I do not have to rush. instead of taking the 10% opening faster and slower, yeah, you can just go for heavy breach. It just opens slower, and you can take your time to click, or go near, and your caster master will just open everything for you. And at the end of the day, you just need to pick up. All right, of course some backtracking is needed, and I know some of you might hate that, but sometimes economy is bad and you gotta switch strategy and stuff, to keep up with the pace. And yep, this is just one of the different options for you. If you haven't explored bridge farming, give it a try. Right, leave your comments below to let me know how well is this strategy working out for you. Right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.